Hi everyone, happy Monday. Today we're going to start off here in Google Classroom. So you'll go down and look for your English literacy. Also, I want to point out something really nice is that you can see what's due here. So due today, it tells you what assignments you need to turn in. Of course, I'm recording this from Friday. You'll see it Monday. So you'll see, right now you're seeing all the assignments that were due Friday. Okay. So I do want to do a shout out for Lexi. She was our Amplify winner for this past week. We are going to have this raffle again this week, so make sure that you are logging into Amplify for 20 minutes a day, and by the end of the week, you should have an hour and 40 minutes done. Okay. Your deadline is Friday at 4 p.m. to get all those minutes in. So you will click on your latest announcement, which is your to-do list for the day. To-do list for Monday, April 13, 2020, 5 steps. You have to watch the video, this is not it. I'm going to erase that one. You'll watch the video that shows here. You will complete the assignment called Research Note Catcher. You'll find the Google Doc with your name and then start typing directly onto it. You need to go to Amplify for 20 minutes. Here is a website in case you need the website. Again, if you need your user and password, please have your parents call me so that I can give it to you. Don't miss out on the raffle for this week, please. And then Epic, you also need to do Epic for 20 minutes. Here I also put the timer or the link for the timer so you guys can click on it and then set your timer for 20 minutes so you know when your 20 minutes are up for each website. And then I also put a note here, don't forget to check your math Google Classroom or Miss Morgan's Google Classroom. Okay, so now I'll go to my note catcher. So you'll click classwork, go and find your research, it's actually called research access to water. You'll click on the assignment, you can click view assignment, and then it'll take you to the next page, and that's where you can add or create a Google Doc, okay, and submit it. So your instructions are, after watching my mini lesson video, please find the doc with your name. Make sure you turn in when completed. I have some kiddos still not turning in their work. Make sure you are turning it in. You can access it from the box outside when you click view assignment, or once you're in the Google Doc, there is a button on the top that says turn in. If you have your workbook, you can do this on your workbook and then just take a picture. Make sure the picture is clear for me to see. Some of you guys have been submitting pictures, but then it's hard for me to see it, okay? If you decide to do your notebook, or you can just type directly onto this document. So once you click on the document, this will show. Okay. Research Note Catcher Access to Water, pages 20 through 21. Your research question is, why must we act now to protect our water supply? Why should we act? Okay, so you're going to fill out the issue, impact, action, call to action, and then your sources. So the issue, what is the issue people are facing with water? So here they gave you some sentence starters, so you can start with, the issue is blah, 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 blah. Okay, and start typing directly onto this box. And then here, then you'll go to the impact. Okay, how does the problem affect people? Okay, so this is the problem. Here is the issue. Okay, how is the issue impacting people? So how is it affecting them? If you say, okay, they don't, not all countries get enough water. Okay, so how is that affecting people? Do they might not have enough water to cook? Do they might have to go long walks to go get water? Okay, how is it affecting people? So you're going to start writing, it affects people by, and keep going. Okay, directly onto the box. Oops. And then action. What are some ways to solve it? So I know it doesn't tell you what are some ways to solve it on these pages, these 2 pages, but think of ways. How do you think we can solve this issue? Some ways to solve the issue are, okay, so what do you think are some ways to solve it? So you can start typing your ideas here. Call to action. Why is it important to solve the problem? Okay, so this is the problem. This is how it's affecting people. This is how we can solve it, but why do we care? Okay, so this is why is it important. You're trying to convince someone to care about this issue. We have this issue of water. So you're going to start with, it is important to solve the problem because blank. And then the last thing here is your sources. So you'll write the page number, the title, and the author of the book. Okay, so now onto the actual pages. Okay, so our big question is, why must we act now to protect our water supply? Our learning target is, I can fill out the research note catcher with complete thoughts. Okay, I'm not just going to say the issue is water. Okay, you're not telling me exactly what the issue with water is. Is it dirty water? Is it that they cannot access water? Is it because some countries don't have enough water? Okay, what is the issue with water? So make sure that your writing is in complete thoughts. And then here I put some pictures for you. So protect your water. And then here it says, if we don't protect our drinking water, the glass will be totally empty. Keep that in mind as we read. Okay, so our title is One Well, The Story of Water on Earth, written by Rochelle Strauss. Okay. Access to the well. Some families are lucky. They can turn on the tap for drinking water to fill a bathtub, wash their car, or water the garden. But other families around the world are less fortunate. 1 billion people, almost 16% of Earth's population, have to walk more than 15 minutes to get to the nearest water supply. There, they gather water for the day, just a few jugs, barely enough for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. Other families don't have access to enough water to meet even these most basic needs. It tells you the issue. It tells you how it's impacting people already in that first paragraph. So think about it. What is the problem? What is the problem that they're saying already? And then how is it affecting people? Okay. While the amount of water on Earth is always the same, the distribution of water across the world isn't. Huge differences in rainfall can happen from country to country, and even within the same country. Less rainfall means less water available in lakes, rivers, and aquifers. Sometimes there just isn't enough water where it's needed most. Because water is not evenly distributed across the globe, nearly 1/5 of the world's population does not have access to enough water. Many of these people live in Africa and Asia. A bucket of water weighs about 10 kilograms, or 22 pounds. Imagine if you had to carry a bucket or two from a well to your house every day. Wow, that would be a lot of work. North America has 1/3 of the population. North America has 1/3 the population of Africa. Yet, North Americans use 3 times as much water. How is that possible? Nearly 300 million people in Africa do not have access to enough fresh water. Okay, here is the graph that we talked about. So on this side you have the place, and then here are the buckets of water. Average daily water use per person. This is per person, you guys. That is scary. Oops, hold on. Okay, sorry. So let's see. Okay, so we're looking at the graph. So here it tells you the places, and here is the average of daily water use per person, right? So North America uses 55 buckets per day, per person. Russia uses 27.5 buckets. Japan uses 14 buckets, India uses 7 buckets, Nepal uses 3 buckets, Haiti uses 1.5 buckets, and Ethiopia uses 1 bucket. China and India are home to over 1/3 of the world's population, yet they only have access to 1/10 of the world's freshwater. Crazy, right? So what do you think the issue is? And then we can go back to that question. Whoops, I just realized that I was playing this without the big screen. Okay, but here it is in case you want to read it again or take a look at this page again. But if we go back to that first slide where we had that question. So why must we act now to protect our water supplies? So why should we act? What do you think the issue? How is it affecting people? How do you think we can solve it? Okay, and why is it important? So those were the 4 questions that you need to solve on that note catcher. So now, what do I need to do? Then now what, right? You go to Google Classroom, check your to-do list, complete the research note catcher, go onto Amplify for 20 minutes, and then go on to Epic for 20 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly go back and show you guys. So Amplify, remember that you type in reading.amplify.com. Yes, everyone needs to do this. Okay, everyone. And then you click student login, and then you put in your magical information, right? And then Epic, when you go into Epic, you click students and educators, and then you put the class code, which is SGL6212, in case you need it, okay? And then the next thing that you have to do is to check your to-do list. Make sure you completed, oops, wrong to-do list. Make sure that you've completed all your work. Watch the video, and then you'll find the Google Doc with your names. So under classwork, you'll find the research access to water. You'll click that classwork assignment. And then this will load, and you will start writing on this note catcher. Okay. And if you need any help, please reach out to me. Bye, guys.